If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, new videos every week. Cbdc is a new kind of money being tested by numerous governments. CbdCs can use innovative payment technology, such as blockchain. Most governments, including the US, are just beginning to examine the digital dollar. The UK is taking the lead on CbdCs and has set up the Digital Pound Foundation to push this technology further.
Advanced economies, the G7, is launching a set of public policy principles for retail central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money, a bit like a digital banknote that could be used alongside physical notes and coins. Unlike most of the digital money people use daily today, it would be issued directly by a central bank, like the Bank of England in the UK. And governments and central banks across the world are working together, looking into what having a digital currency might mean in practice.
Each nation has a unique CBDC approach. Similar ideas and blockchain technology underpin Bitcoin and numerous CBDCs. Blockchain technology allows numerous entities to preserve a copy of transaction history, so it's not controlled by a single entity. CBDC facts. CBDCs are in their early phases, thus it's uncertain what features they'll have. CBDC is often compared to Bitcoin and government-issued money. Digital money dominates our world. We use smartphone apps to check balances. We buy with credit cards. CBDCs are digitally yet use different technology called DLT, Distributed Ledger Technology. Distributed Ledger Technology, DLT, is Bitcoin's underlying technology, so it has a proven track record. Banks keep track of money by recording a person's balance and transactions in a ledger. DLT is made up of many copies of transaction history, each handled by a separate financial firm, and is usually run by the central bank. This is different from a central database that houses all of a person's financial records. Together, these financial institutions disseminate their DLT. A permissioned blockchain is one that only a few entities can access and/or alter. Central organizations regulate blockchain access and use. A permissionless blockchain, like Bitcoin, allows anybody to run the software and send transactions on the network. No one can reject users centrally. CBDCs versus crypto. CBDCs choose this permissioned blockchain. Despite certain similarities, DLT's goals are different from Bitcoin's. Unlike DLT, Bitcoin and other public blockchains like Ethereum have no controlling entity or group of entities. Governments dislike such property. Governments choose DLT because it lets them maintain control. The supply, Bitcoin's protocol includes a limit of 21 million Bitcoins, which is hard to adjust. Governments have central banks that manage the money supply. Strong banks decide when to expand or decrease the money supply to promote the economy, and they also set national interest rates. A central organization decides which financial institutions maintain the distributed ledger. Unlike Bitcoin, this software requires authorization. Monitoring payments, DLTs record all transactions. This means that your money can be controlled and the government can decide what you spend your money on. So, for example, if a lockdown was to occur again, the government could state that you are only allowed to travel to shops within a certain radius from your home. If you traveled further than your allowed distance and tried to spend your digital money, the central bank would know and prevent you from making the transaction. You can imagine, if your money was also connected to your medical record and criminal record, you may also have restrictions. This system works the opposite to a cash transaction, as your payment is anonymous and only you and the supplier know what you spend your money on. Some regimes, like China, may use financial information to keep a closer eye on their citizens. If it adopts a CBDC, the US Federal Reserve may protect US residents' privacy. Will CBDCs replace fiat currency? Most nations consider CBDC as an extra form of money, not one that will replace the current system. However, this may change depending on its success. How many nations test CBDCs? In a January 2020 study, the Bank for International Settlements, BIS, asked 66 central banks if they were working on a CBDC. 80% said they were exploring the idea, while 10% are imminently close to establishing one for the public. The CBDC will change how we look at money as a society. The greater control given to the government over our money could bring about its own problems on our rights and how we spend our money. What do you think of CBDCs? Good? Bad? Comment below. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe.